Friends, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be going to learn the topic insurance. As I already said, I will be introducing you with the second part of the chapter, that is the insurance. Insurance, student, it is an agreement between two persons in which one party will say that will be ready to pay every month or every year the amount for the future security or the future risk which can be happen. As you know, our life is risky. What is our future, we cannot certain it. We cannot know what will be happening in the future, and to get rid from the risk which is to be coming in the future, we want some type of help, and for that it can be in the form of insurance. So insurance is an agreement between two parties where one party is ready to pay for the particular insurance agreement, and the second party is ready to pay at the time of loss compensation money which the first will be getting in the life. So that is known as insurance agreement. Let us see from the book point of view what is insurance, students. Insurance is a contract between the insurer and the insured. Insurer is the person who is giving insurance, and insured is the person who is taking insurance, in which insurer agrees to make good the loss of insured on happening of an event. For the purpose of like fire insurance, if the insured is taken the policy of fire insurance and he suffered a loss due to fire, then insurer will pay the amount which he bears for the loss to the insured. So he will be giving the amount which the particular insured had suffered. So it has to make the condition of the insured good the loss. This agreement of contract is in writing and is known as insurance policy. And this will be given only when insured will be paying a regular amount of premium. Okay, premium is the amount which is minimum paid to the insurance company so as to get the policy of insurance. The important term used in insurance contract are as follows. Very first, insurer is the individual or a firm known as insurance company which agrees to compensate the loss of insured. It is known as insurer. So it is the individual or firms known as insurance company which agrees to compensate the loss of the insured person. Insured, when we say, it is the individual or firm who gets compensation of the loss. Insured pays regular amount of premium for getting the policy of insurance. Happening of an event, it refers to the subject matter of policy or the kinds of losses covered under the policy. For example, in fire insurance, the loss is compensated only if it is due to fire. Premium, it refers to an amount paid quarterly, half-yearly or annually by the insured or insurer for getting compensation at the time of loss. Definition of insurance by different authors. Insurance is a device for transfer of risk of individuals to an insurer who agrees for a consideration called the premium to assume to a specific extent losses suffered by the insured. W.A. Denzel. Insurance is a social device providing for initial compensation for the effects of misfortune, luck, the payment being made from the accumulated contribution of all parties participating in the scheme, according to D.H. Hazel. So student, insurance is an agreement between the insured and the insurer where the insured will be ready to pay an amount of premium monthly, yearly, likewise as per the terms of agreement, and the insurer will be ready to pay the compensation amount if the particular insurer will get any type of loss in the future due to the subject matter of insurance policy. So that is the insurance policy. Insurance, functions of insurance. Insurance is an important aid to commerce and industry, as it is difficult for an individual or even a large business house to invest millions of rupees in the huge factory, building and equipment, etc. without getting some protection against the risk of fire, theft, etc. The insurance minimizes the risk of severity of the effects of various kinds of risks. Insurance provides the following services to the insured person. First, protection. Insurance provides protection against the risk of loss. By providing protection, insurance gives a sense of security to the insured person. With the sense of security, the insured can perform the business with more peace of mind and confidence. Distribution of risk. When the insured suffers a loss, the insurer pays him the compensation for the loss. Such loss is not actually paid by the insurer himself. He only distributes the loss suffered by an insured person among other persons who are exposed to a similar risk and have insured against such risk. So actually insurance is an arrangement of pooling of risk, students. So this is the functions of insurance. It gives protection to the person who is taking insurance. Is distribution of risk. Has if the person is suffering the loss, it become very difficult for the person alone to come out from the risk. Has many of the times the friends and the relatives also don't support the person. At that time, insurance company can play a very vital role in distribution of risk between the person who is suffering the loss. Actually, that loss is not actually paid by the insurer himself. He only distributes the loss suffered by an insured person among other persons who are also exposed to a similar type of risk and have insured against such risk. Means if 10 persons are taking the policy of theft, maybe at the same time all will not get the particular type of risk, or maybe it will not happen with them. But among the 10, one can suffer from that type of risk. So these 9 can contribute and help that one to come out from the situation of loss. All the people pay premium amount to insurance company, and out of that premium the insured who suffered loss is compensated. Competitiveness. Insurance provide peace of mind to the insured so that they can focus on the goal of the life. As a result, the insured can fully concentrate on the core issue of the business and can face the competition more strongly. Specialization. Insurance enables the businessman to concentrate on his activities and get specialization in them without wasting the time and energy and talent by worrying about the losses or risk. The insured person feels more safe and secure, which improves the efficiency and brings specialization. Better utilization of capital. In the absence of insurance facility, the businessman will have to maintain large reserves to meet the contingencies. Insurance avoids the need to keep the huge fund as reserve because the insurer gives compensation at the time of job. The reserve can be utilized in more productive activities, which means better utilization of capital. So better utilization of capital states that today in the absence of insurance facility, the businessman will have to maintain large reserves to meet the contingencies. Because if they have to pay large amount, definitely for that more reserves will be required. Insurance avoid the need to keep the huge fund as reserve. It means, a simple term, better utilization of capital. If you are taking an insurance policy, you have to pay a minimum amount and you will get the safety from a big type of risk also. Big type of amount also the insurance company will give you to get rid from the loss. Okay, but if you are not done any insurance policy, in the future period of time you are getting any loss, for that time if you are not maintain a big capital, then you have to suffer from it. So for future risk, we are maintaining a big amount of capital. That capital can be utilized for some another purpose if you are maintaining the insurance policy with minimum amount. So that is that better utilization of capital can be done for some another purpose instead of keeping it safe in the banks or at houses for the type of risk which not arise now but can arise in the future period of time. Promotes foreign trade. There are heavy risks involved in the sending the good from one country to another country through aeroplane, ship or other means. The marine and airway insurance provide protection from such risks. So the businessman can involve themselves in the import and export without worrying about the risk of loss of goods. Credit facility. The insurance policy is accepted as a security by the banks or financial institutions for giving loan or advances. The credit worthiness of the businessman increases after insuring the goods and services. Capital formation. By collecting premium from insured, the insurance companies collect huge amount of funds. The insurance company invests these funds in the industries and corporate sector, thus resulting in formation of capital. Social welfare. The insurance provides social security to common man, has many policies often offer pension at the old age, funds for children, education, marriage, etc. Principles of insurance student. After functions of insurance, what we have learned. Functions of insurance we have learned, it gives protection from the various type of risk of future bad lucks. Distribution of risk. When the person is doing insurance, the risk is divided among the different members who also have taken the risk insurance for the same policy. Competitiveness. insurance, when we are doing, we can focus on the aim of our life. We can be more competitive with the existing competition prevailing in the market. Specialization. Insurance enables the businessman to concentrate on his core activities instead of focusing on the risk which can arise in the future period of time. So it can specialize in them without wasting his energy and talent by in other things. Better utilization of capital. If we are thinking not to take insurance and keep a big part of capital for the future type of risk, it is just a wastage, because future risk will arise or not arise, it is not known to us. So what we can do, if we are taking insurance policy, an amount of insurance can be taken as in the can be utilized for the future period of time, and this investment or capital which we are having now, it can be utilized for investment in better proposals. Promote foreign trade. There are various types of import and export business. Many people hesitate to do import and export business because there are many type of risks involved in this business, international trade. So like airport transport, ship transport, many type of problems are there. So to get rid from this type of problems, we can have foreign, we can take the insurance policy so that we can focus on import and export rather than on the risk involved in the export and import of goods. Credit facility. The insurance policy is accepted as a security, like this in pandemic situation also. Those people who got insurance policy, to them also many benefits was arise. So many credit facility was given to them. Capital formation. By collecting a premium loan from insured, the insurance company collect huge amount of capital fund which they can give as loan to other company which are in need of money. Social welfare. The insurance policy, by doing this activity of risk sharing, they are helping the society, they are making the society to be a better place to live in. Social security to common man has many policies, offer pension, has old age and a different policy. Like for example, if you life insurance policy you take and you are not getting any type of loss in your whole life, then after maturity period you can get the money refund in the form of pensions. Principle of insurance. The basic principle of insurance are as follows. Very first principles. What do you mean by principle, student? The standard which are laid down to live a life. It is known as principles. Here principles of insurance are there. The basic standard on the basis of which insurance policy is given. On the terms and conditions on the basis of which insurance policy is given, it is known as principle of insurance. The basic principle of insurance are principle of utmost good faith. According to this principle, student, insurance is a contract based on faith. The insured and insurer must disclose all the material facts to each other, and both the parties should not hide any material facts related to insurance policy from each other. If the insured hides any material fact from the insurance company, then later on the insurer comes to know about the fact, then he can refuse to pay the money. Failure to make disclosure of material facts by the insured makes the contract of insurance voidable at the discretion of the insurer. For example, if a person has taken a life insurance policy by hiding the fact that he is a heart patient, and later on if the insured dies of a heart attack, then the insurance company can refuse to pay the compensation because a material fact was hidden by the insured. Similarly, if a factory owner takes a fire insurance policy hiding the fact that the electricity board has issued them a statutory warning to get his factory's wiring to be changed, and later on if the factory catches the fire due to the short circuit of wiring, then insurance company can refuse to pay the compensation because insured has hidden the fact of statutory warning from the insurance company. Principle of insurable interest today. According to this principle, the insured must have an insurable interest in the subject matter. Like for example, husband taking the insurance of the wife for the insurance, that must if a particular person had taken the insurance policy for his shop, and the objective is through fire, okay, through fire if any loss will be there, then the company will give compensate. Suddenly the person's shop got fired, and then he is not taking care of the same. He is waiting that insurance company will come and give compensation. That is totally wrong. According to this principle, the insurer must have an insurable interest in the subject matter of insurance policy. Without interest, taking an insurance policy is a gamble and fraudulent activity, and law does not permit it. In case of life insurance, the insurable interest comes with the relation of insured with the person taking insurance policy. For example, a person can take the life insurance policy for his spouse or for her children, but she cannot take the insurance policy for a stranger. In case of fire insurance, the insured must suffer a financial loss if the subject matter is damaged to prove the interest, or he must be the owner of the subject matter. So this is principle of insurable interest. For example, if a person has taken loan against the security of a factory premises, then the lender can take the insurance policy of the factory without being the owner of the factory, because he has financial interest in the factory premises. In the case of his insurance policy, the interest must be present at the time of taking the policy. In case of the fire insurance, the insurable interest must be present at the time of taking the policy as well as the time of loss of subject matter. As I already said, when the fire takes place, the person is standing and seeing. That is not the person's, that must not be done by the person. They have to take due care for the subject matter. In all other types of insurance, including marine insurance, the insurable interest must be present at the same time of loss of all the subject matters. Next is principle of indemnity, students. This I will be explaining in the next class, principle of indemnity and other principles. For today's class, these two principles. Students, carefully take care of the particular topic insurance, because a project will be given to you related to the insurance policy only. Go through this chapter. Each and every principle has having its own importance. Learn the principles, learn some case study questions and the at the back of the book related to this particular point. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.